Welcome to a new episode of Schiller Tips. Today we're going to review Fur Normals to RGBA, which is an add-on that I created to bake short fur from geometry nodes so that you can pack it into whatever texture you needed for 3D game engines or even Animaze avatars for their fur shader. So we start first by creating the UV seams in a Peltry UV on wrap mode, that is from the top down view, and after that we proceed to paint the texture map. You can use Blender. I use Krita to help me with these little details like the fur, like the white of the fur that you see right here, and Krita and Blender make a great team. And from there, I just refresh the texture, create a basic material, and now I'm going to duplicate the head. One head is going to be called Panther from, and the second head is going to be called Panther 2. We're going to select Panther 2. This is where we're going to work with the groom. I'll select it, Shift A, curve, add empty hair. And once we do that, a hair curve object is going to be nested or parented under Panther 2 mesh, and you can see in the properties down here, let me just rename this Panther hair, just like that. Super simple. If you click on the properties of the curve, you will only see a few parameters, but the important thing here is surface and UV map. You need to have a UV on wrap mesh before starting this process. So I'll select the hair curves and then switch into sculpt mode, and this will give me access to the tools to create hair. So I'm going to select the add brush hair tool, and I'm going to click here, and the length is too long. Let's switch this to 0.03 will work, and let's leave it like that. Yeah, this is much convenient, much better. And as you can see, the rest of the attributes now populated the hair curve object. Now we're going to add parent guides, which are hairs that in between each other are going to interpolate a lot of other curves, instance curves. So I have my reference here on how the hair flow should go, and this is going to help me out to create all of the parenting guides, if we can call them like that. So let me just make sure that this is correctly renamed, and once I've finished with my parent guides, I'm going to switch into density brush. The density brush has these parameters to configure, so just click length, radius, and shape, and I'm going to switch this to 3 points because I don't want that many points for the children. I already did that for the parents, and that's more than enough. Before populating, just make sure that you go to render, curves, and select strip. In Blender 5.2 or 5.1, we have cylinders, so you can use that too. Come into the asset browser, into the geometry nodes, hair, and in the category of right, select this one, which is the profile for the fur. And just like that, we have these little triangles here because we need to modify some other things as well. So that's done, and let's switch to the material. We want to assign the Panther original material so that the texture will propagate to the fur. And then we're going to come here into the modifier and change the radius to 0.001, and with that we get this thin like hair. Let's activate the lights so you can see much better, and this works for us. So let's select it again. Let's go back into sculpt mode, and now I'm going to click the density brush, and I'm going to switch from 100 to 30. I just want 30 children or 30 little instance hair. And since this is instances, curve instances, it doesn't weight that much on the GPU or CPU. So you can paint, or rather populate, this children fur all over the place, and the machine should react accordingly. It will not lag. This is important. Also, mind that you can integrate other geometry nodes for functions. After you complete the groom work, we can now start using fur normals to RGBA so that we can populate the initial panel requirements. So here we have the Panther from head, and we're going to drag and drop it into this location, and then we're going to drag and drop Panther 2 into the second box that we have right there to populate. And then we have different sections. We're going to work with vertex data first. Okay, select Panther from, and the very first thing you want to do is to comb the normals. So you first start by selecting the face that you want to change, click on the AB normals, edit normals, roll them, and you have to modify them according to the hair fur natural flow. You need to use AB normals, which is a free add-on in the Blender community, and then you can edit the normals. And then you're going to click on this button, but it's going to tell you, hey, I'm still missing some of the objects data, please populate it. And we're going to do that just right now. And the very first thing that we notice is that this vertex data requires also other things. So let's activate writing normals, and in vertex data we need to activate the fur and drag and drop it into this place. You can also drop down this list or select the picker and select the object in this case for the object curve. And I have an attribute so that you can see the color attribute that is written so that you can see what's going to do. Check write alpha, that's important. And in map number 3 we're going to drag and drop the head 2, and as you see, if you check and activate these boxes, the R and G, it's going to request, hey, I still need to create a new geometry fur, new geometry nodes for your fur. So just click right there and it will automatically create the UV fur. This is necessary for you to bake. It is important because without this, it will not bake. Okay, so now that we have checked everything right here, the only thing left is just to click on Bake Maps. And after the baking process ends, you should see your map in the image editor. So if we come back here and then write for RGBA from Vertex, you will see that it will bake. If no baking maps are generated, we need to check other things too. You may run into this trouble that because it is the mesh is not in the absolute zero of the world, it's going to appear elsewhere. And this is because you need to apply transformations. So as you can see, we have different values here. So just select the head, Control A, apply all transforms. And now if you write one on UV fur, you should see it correctly spread on the 3D space so that the baking can work. After we do that, let's try again, bake fur maps, and sure enough, we can see it appearing there. Now, you will get 3 different maps, and the first map that we're going to see in the material that we have assigned to the Panther, it's the vertex, and then the fur animaze, and finally the fur normals. Now we can continue with the vertex data baking comb normals, which are the information that we combed as fur flow. And we mark here vertex alpha and then write for RGBA. And as you can see, the combed normals from head from are baked into head 2. And I have a color attribute right here so you can see the color. And that's it. That's the basic entire workflow that you have to do. But we also need to drive the vertex alpha for the fur growth. So wherever there is white, the hair is going to grow. And where there is no data, in this case black, no fur is going to grow. Now if you uncheck vertex alpha, 2 new operations are going to appear: lock alpha and then smooth alpha. And the way they work is that in this case I'm going to switch to the color attribute alpha, switch to the vertex paint mode, select from mix into erase alpha. Do not select add alpha, because even though you select add alpha, you would think, you're going to paint. But no, add alpha is just the black or white. In this case, it's going to be white as you paint. Okay, so this is wrong. We want to select erase alpha. This one is going to paint in a black color. It's going to remove information from alpha in this case. So what I'm going to do here is to start painting all of the zones where I do not want the hair fur to grow in Animaze, because we're preparing this specific model for Animaze and their fur shader. But now comes the part where you want to paint in grayscale. How do you do that? Well, you still select the erase alpha in this case, but you're going to switch the strength. Switch the strength to 0.2 or 0.1, and that is going to give you a slight grayish color, and then you can paint. In this case, it's too strong. Let's switch back to 0.1, and there you can paint without issues. You can also use the average or blur to smooth certain zones in the mesh. You can also use the spread or smear, I think it's called, and after a while you get this kind of results. It's pretty neat, and this is where the fur is going to grow. Please save your file. It is very important to save your file. I want you to pay attention because this is something that you should always mind. First of all, save the scene, and if you click smooth alpha, you'll see right away that you lost your work, and this is too sad. You don't do that. Let's revert the scene. Let's go back again to the previous point, and now I'm going to select lock paint alpha, which basically means write this information into the base alpha of the mesh, of the data that we want to bake. And then you can click smooth alpha, and you can see it's pretty smooth. It's amazing. It looks great. All right, that finished the vertex data part with the alpha. Now let's move into the vertex comb data that we previously baked, and you can also smooth this map. So by selecting it, you click here on smooth comb normals, and this is how it's smeared, or average in this case. And lastly, the panel that you see right here deals with everything that you have in the RGBA packed channels: ambient occlusion, sheen, transparency, and some specularity. And also you have the fur normals bake map included as well. So there you can switch different parameters and settings. Alright, let's continue with the basic creation of this avatar for Animaze. And you have a minimal set of bones. Those bones are specific names, and then I'll export this as FBX. And from there, I'll erase some of the things that we don't need. For example, the UV fur. And after that, I can export as FBX and then import it into Animaze. I'm not going to show this entire process because there is a 3-hour video that you can see in the comment description below, where you can see step by step. But what we want to do here is to select the main head mesh and then add additional components like rim glow and fur. Fur is the most important one because that's the one that we have the texture to create that fur. Then you're going to switch from opaque to fur, and 32 layers, or mesh layers in this case, are going to create the hair. Here you can play with fur length and the direction multiplier, which basically spread the tips of the hair. That's really nice. And then you can assign, in this case, the texture for the eye. I'm going to continue to modify some of the fur specular gloss and some of the fur opacity, and I'm going to be also adjusting the alpha for the hair. So as you can see, no alpha, this is with alpha, and this is somewhat blending in between those two states. And then I'm going to go into rim glow, and I can configure the color that it's going to create this sheen for the hair, this very bright areas that are going to look much more natural on this Panther character. You can right click on the head mesh, attach new light, and you can change the color of the light. I'm making a huge close-up here. You can also add one single color components. Alright, this is how you port it from Blender into Animaze, and this is how you create your 3D character using Animaze Fur Shader, using fur normals to RGBA.
Sound Production. Sound Production. Sound Production.
This is VZ Music. This is VZ Music.